Okay, hold on.
Yo,
Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on.
right. We're gonna go hold on at the last second.
After we went live. Hey.
Exactly. Hold on. I'll be right back. We're gonna go live.
I like that shirt.
Appreciate it.
I got things. I have things and people that need to not know me. So I can't just be going live. Are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Dang. Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Jethro Lewis. This is Channel 18 News.
Yeah. So welcome to Millionaire Man Cave, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time on a Wednesday, which means it is time for Millionaire Man Cave here on Relationship Entertainment Television, RETV. Sometimes we just randomly go live and you just happen to get what you just got. And that's what it is. But now that we actually realize we all alive, this is what happens. I got to what just go?
Uh-oh.
You hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I'm up his feelings. Something. He'll be back. So,
okay.
Yeah, while he figures his stuff out, we're going to continue with the show. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Millionaire Man Cave, RETV. You could have chosen to be anywhere else, but you've chosen to be with us here on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know what other it is, other time zones, but you're here on Facebook Live, Instagram, and all that stuff in between. What's going on, B? I see you in the building with us. We got to get you back back in the man cave as well.
Yeah,
because apparently Black has disappeared on us somehow, some way. But anywho, I can't do this show without the people who are in these other squares and the square that's missing. Let's go ahead and introduce my brother from another mother. My man Mike is in the building with us. What's going on with you, Mike?
What's up, fellas? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
Can't complain, sir. Can't complain, sir. Welcome back, Black.
Man, you get me out, man.
No.
What I do?
I don't know.
You can get me out.
You disappeared somehow.
You can't be talking people out the show, man. They ain't doing that wrong, man. I ain't doing that wrong. You treat me like they did that coach from Toronto. Yeah. Yeah. Because I fight you back. You get mad. You get mad at me. Fight you. You want to sue me because you pushed me first. And just because I pushed you back, you sue me, man.
Wasn't that the GM or somebody in Toronto?
Man, yes, the GM. He tried to join the team. Security guard wouldn't let him back there.
He was like, hold it. Gave him the elbow. Like, hold it.
Hold it now.
That's how you treat me, man. You push me.
Nah, never that, dog. Never that.
Stop pushing me, man. Hey, because I push back, man. Hey, they say I guess the security guard say he whooped him up, man. The coach whooped the GM, whooped him up.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyway, my bad, man. No, I think I kicked myself out.
Yeah, now that he's back in the building with us, we were introducing everybody, Black. Go ahead and say hey to the people.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm running for president.
And to my right, y'all's left. I think he's my right. Yeah, he's right there. Actually, that's my left. I don't know. Whatever. My man Donnell's in the building with us from the DMV.
What up?
Donnell's actually with us tonight because I think last week I don't know where the hell Donnell was because he was. I don't think he was. You working? Because you was off like this for a good minute. And I was like, is he working? Hey, Black. Let me tell you, Donnell last week, Black said so much without saying nothing at all. It was hilarious.
All facial expressions
all over his face. Like, dog, your kids and your wife can read everything your face say. What's wrong with you, Donnell? Nothing.
That's because you funny.
What's going on, Donnell? What's up, man? What's going on?
Then I was just telling my little one to that we was live. So
No, we talk about that. We talk about you and your facial expressions from last week.
What up, B?
yeah, I tend to I don't know. Whenever I feel a certain type of way, you can see it on my face without even guessing, that I may agree or disagree. So
let me ask you this, because I'm guilty of this myself. So when your wife asks you what's wrong and she can see it all over your face, do you still deny it? You be like, nothing. I do sometimes.
So I have to, because if I'm in that state, then I'm not ready to talk about it.
So you don't say that, you just say nothing. You just say nothing, but you just say nothing wrong. Is that let me holler at you later, because right now I can't take it there with you.
I can't even get to that point, because 9 times out of 10, like, again, if it, okay, I take that back. One or two things. Either I'm not trying to show my hand in terms of me being in my feelings, or I'm not ready to talk about it.
Gotcha. But I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes my wife, she be like, what's wrong? And I just be like, you know what? It ain't worth it. In my head. So right. I say nothing. In my head, I be like, it ain't worth it. So
but nothing. See, I don't get to do that though.
Gotcha. Okay.
She like to
she reel you in. She reel you in.
Yeah. And sometimes it's healthy, sometimes it's not.
You fall for the okie doke.
Yeah. But
yeah, man, you gotta learn how to pick them battles, man. What? Pick them battles. My thing is, hey.
So it's interesting that you say that.
If she know I'm pissed, and it look like I'm pissed, I might as well go and get out.
But then that's not picking and choosing. You just picking.
Ain't no choosing.
What you about to say though, Donnell? Interesting. He said that because of what now?
Oh, because I feel like once I say nothing, like, just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Like, you say pick and choose your battles. My opinion only. I just feel like, have like the social cues, right? Like, clearly you can see something's wrong, but give me a minute. And then when I'm ready to express myself, then I will.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I'm still working on it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still working on it because.
Oh, I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
So hold on. My thing with that, Donnell. So do you actually go back and say, okay, I'm ready to talk about what was bothering me a minute ago?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because a lot of people, I'm not saying you do this, but that's an avoidance technique that people do just so they don't like to handle. I'm not saying you do that, but
I'll tell you.
Give me a minute, and I'll get back to you. But that's their way of saying I don't want to get back to you.
No, not at all. Again, and for me, it's communication, right? Like, it's not a conflict avoidance thing. It's a, which approach is probably more effective? Because me, I feel like in order to get my point across, like, I have to be talking to her like I'm talking to you guys right now. I don't like doing all that yelling back and forth.
Right. So I'm with you. What's going on, Chris? I'm with you, but sometimes I just can't. I'm working on it, dog. Because sometimes I can't help myself. I've said to myself about a year ago, I'm gonna stop raising my voice to my wife just out of respect, because I want to show her that that's how much respect I have for her.
Okay.
But sometimes, and I for the most part, I'm good. Like, for the most part. You know what? I'm like, I can be like this the whole time and be like, nah, I don't. And we can have a disagreement like that. But then, like Donnell said earlier, sometimes she just pull you in. And then after about 3 or 4 minutes later, I catch myself and I'm going, she got me. And I really
the thing is for me, no matter when you say it, it's always important to express yourself, because otherwise, I feel like things will just keep happening, and if the other person doesn't really know how something may make you feel, then it's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know what's powerful, man? When you take bullets out somebody's gun trying to shoot you, and they keep shooting and just keep clicking like that can make them so pissed off. And you like, you want your bullets back? Because I got it. That's what you gotta practice, man. You gotta practice that, because man, I made in 2019, I said, I am not arguing with anybody else in my life. Now, the only person been able to pull that trigger with me is my daughter. I don't know. That girl, she got me, man. She can take me to emotional highs like nobody else. But my wife, I refuse to argue with my wife, man. My parents, my brothers, no, it's like, hey, it's cool, whatever it is. Whatever you think, that's what it is.
And I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Black, because in my personal opinion, it depends on the person who has that effect. Like how much energy are you giving these people that you got to give them so much of yourself? Right. And I don't think everybody should have that much energy of you. And the person who has that much energy in me is my wife. And so, but other than that, like you said, some random person, a quote unquote friend, I argue with them, or we having a conversation, whatever, they don't get that much energy for me to be all passionate enough for me to be like, oh, screw you, we ain't never done. I'll be like, it's funny, haha, whatever. It was heated debate, conversation, whatever, moving on. My wife, on the other hand, I mean, and for the most part, like I said, we're good. We're good all day long. But it's every once in a blue moon, she hit that one button, and I'd be like, oh, and then I go, dang it, I knew she got me. She got me.
Dude.
So man, what does it look like? I'm looking at
18 years.
There's some fellas watching this, man. And if some women watching this too. But what that look like, man? Like when you get what does that actually look like? Because I don't think guys or people know what that means. Or, you know, what it look like to disengage, or for instance, you know, when in the Matrix, he told, he said, you mean to tell me I'll be able to dodge bullets? He said, no, when you ready, you gonna have to. So he started trying to act, he trying to dodge the bullets like the robots, but it get to a point where he knew he was the man. When the bullets came at him, he just told the bullets, stop. I ain't got to dodge. So what does that look like when we start talking about in relationship when your spouse or partner or mother or brother and feel that they coming at you, and you get yourself, and we on that track and say, I ain't arguing, I ain't doing this. How does that really look, man? How does that really look? How does it look for you, Ty?
For me, okay, so I say it this way. I figure in your life, you get to a point where you get tired of doing the same stuff and you realize you got to do something different, right? And I think that's all aspects of life, especially when it comes to marriages and relationships. And so with a lot of people, you know, even in my marriage, initially, when we having these back and forth, we having these arguments, you get to the point where, you know what, I got to do something different. And for me, it was like, all right, I got to get to that point in my headspace where I am no longer being triggered to raise my voice or to argue with my wife. We can have a conversation, we can have a debate, we can have all that all day long. And I got to that point where, like, you know what, like you said, Black, I'm not arguing with my wife no more. And it's not that we may not disagree, but it's the simple fact that, you know what, it's not worth it sometimes. Sometimes we got to do something different in order to get a better result. But me personally, like I said, 90%, about good 80, 85, 90% of the time, I'm good. Like we can have a conversation. She can be yelling. And I'm still like, I'm whatever. Like I don't yell or argue back. But it's that once in a while, like I said, when she get me, I do go there with her. And this is not all the time, so I ain't putting on her like she always argue and whatnot. But I do go there with her. Then I have to catch myself to go back to that headspace to go. You know what? She got me. I wasn't supposed to argue. I wasn't supposed to yell. It's supposed to be a normal conversation.
It's almost like you trying to retrain your brain of something. And I'm not saying that that's something that you're used to doing.
It's true.
But, I mean, it's like you have to understand or know what your triggers are to kind of like better, I don't know, suppress that emotion.
Good way to put it. For me,
man, because
it's like Go ahead. Well, for me, it's taken me 17 years of marriage to figure out my triggers.
Well,
I mean,
to me,
she knew all my buttons.
Yep.
You know, and she knew what to push, and I would go there.
Well, Mike, that's why they say marriages work. It's not just about the other person. It's a lot to do with within too.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, just recently, I have learned to ignore my triggers. I've just recently learned how to let her push those buttons, and I'm able to say, "Okay, you got it."
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mike, why did you told me that once she pushed those buttons, you just gone? Like
yes,
gone.
Yes. Oh my God.
I thought it was you. Mike was like, man, I'm like.
I tell you, hey, look, true story. And I told Donnell about this one time. True story. There was one time we were going at it so bad, I literally saw myself outside of my body. And yeah, I literally saw myself outside of my body, and I was going. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? But I couldn't stop.
That was terrible.
Right. Dude had an out-of-body experience.
Yeah. But I've learned, like I said, I just recently have learned how to recognize my triggers and say, okay, you got it. And come back to it later when I have a cooler head.
I think for me, the biggest issue that I have is it's not so much, you know, and I guess these are my triggers. Like, I feel like I could be the nicest person in the world, but don't be disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? And then expect me to be around you. Like,
that's what I'm talking about, Donnell. When that happens, when she say nothing, low life,
that's one of those moments where I don't feel like, you know, that's something I could just take on the chin and just get up and just be like, all right, good round.
And it's like you said, right? I'm there. It's right. Once she say that to push your button, I'm like, I go there with her, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm like, damn, she got me. Like, she got me.
Hey, bro, what I'm saying, man, you got to get to a point to where, like, it's, you know, in NBA basketball, when you know the play when the ball going out of bounds off you, and you try to chop out, but what you do is hit the ball off the other player real hard, so it bounces off them. But they catch it. You know how stupid you feel when they do that? Or if somebody, like, if she's so mad, she throw the remote at you, but you catch it like this, clap, and then change the channel, and then sit it down and walk out. Bro, do you know how disarming and that can do the person's psyche, and you so calm with that, you are now teaching them how to deal with you. Because they know. They're going to get so spiteful. They're going to get so spiteful to get back at you that they're going to get you, but you got to then also know that that's what they're doing, and then that's how you come to that equilibrium and be like, look, you don't curse at me. You don't holler at me. You don't do none of that because you ain't dealing with that kind of dude, man. That's what I'm talking about.
One ear and out the other.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
When they get scared. They scared. And they like, this dude been touched by God. This dude had a real out-of-body experience. He done turned around and slapped me, and he's still over there. He jumped out his body, walked over here, slapped, walked back in his body, and walked out of the room. I seen it. I felt it. Man, you do that to somebody, they scared as hell.
Yeah,
exactly. It's crazy. Man, I don't know if y'all just thought. Oh, so we are live on Facebook and on YouTube Live and on RETV. If you have not subscribed or not subscribed, but downloaded the RETV app, y'all make sure you go download the RETV app for your mobile device, whether it's iPhone or Android or anything else in between. This is Millionaire Man Cave each and every Wednesday, right here, 8 p.m. on Relationship Entertainment Television. But speaking of which, before we get to the topic, we actually just had a conversation. We're gonna move back to Tuesdays, y'all. But a lot of y'all who've been with us for quite some time, y'all used to see us on Tuesdays. And we would do what was it called? We was calling it Millionaire Man Cave Live or Millionaire Man Cave Uncut. Yeah, the
uncut after show.
Yeah, after show.
After show.
We bringing that back, except it's gonna be the after real show. Yeah, it's just gonna be. Yeah, we bringing that back on Tuesday nights, y'all. So starting in September, I don't know what date it is. September, whatever the first Tuesday in September is, we bringing it back onto Tuesdays. So you'll be able to catch Millionaire Man Cave on Tuesday nights, same time, same place, different day. So on RETV, Facebook, YouTube, whatnot, all that good stuff is where you can catch Millionaire Man Cave on Relationship Entertainment Television.
Yeah, that should be the Tuesday just before Labor Day.
What Mike said, because I really do not recall.
That's my birthday.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, happy belated anniversary.
Man, I ain't got nothing to do with my birthday.
I'm just trying to make sure you get your anniversary love, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm plugging up my phone, man. My phone is on like 8%. So y'all give me a second. I can plug my phone in so I can see these Facebook comments.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, make sure you put your comments in the chat for those who are on YouTube and those who are on Facebook. Share this video with your family.
I gotta
say what?
I gotta leave for a second.
Oh Lord. All right, well,
okay. So make sure you leave your comments in the chat. And if you have any questions, leave those in the chat and we can get to you.
All right, so right quick. So earlier I was online. I'm always on Facebook or Instagram, whatever, and I saw this article pop up on my phone about Lisa Ray. I've never really been a big fan of Lisa Ray. I don't know why. She just never really impressed me. Like, she all right. Like, her sister impressed me more than she do. Let's be for real. Her sister impressed me more than she do.
I ain't know her sister.
You don't know her sister?
No.
The Brat.
Oh, snap. Okay.
The Brat. All day long. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
So hold on. You just can't say that around me and not get no conversation. So you saying that Lisa Ray, you now I ain't saying you're attracted to her, but if it came down, push a shove on an island, and you had to be one or two, you gonna take the Brat?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Both of them crazy, in my opinion. But
I ain't saying nothing about being crazy. We had this conversation about being crazy. Crazy will get one night.
No, but I like thickness.
This dog. They get one night.
Hey, Black. If we was trapped on Gilligan's Island, both of them get knocked down.
But you can have one with you. You can have one with you though, down there. What you want?
Hey, there's more than one night.
I can't hear. Huh?
It's just one of them, dog. The Brat or Lisa Ray. Which one you gonna say, hey, come on to this island? Hey, look, one of y'all gonna die in the water. One of y'all drown. The other one gonna get on this life raft with me. Which one?
No, I'm taking Diamond all day.
Have y'all not? Okay, never mind.
That's why I get 30%.
You said what?
Hey, I'm with you. I'm dollar bill. I'm taking.
My man B with me. I'm okay. I like this. I like thickness. I just like thickness. And the bread, have y'all not seen the bread?
Have you seen Lisa?
Yeah.
Hey, Tab, be careful because the brat might tell you to turn over.
This, sir, may be true. Hey,
that has a lot to do with my answer. Because the bread may be thick, she may look good, but I'm telling you right now, I got more chances with Lisa Ray.
Hey,
diamond all day.
So, Ty, the brat or Monifa?
I
might go Monifa.
Monifa.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
That's just me.
Monifa.
You say what?
I don't know who she is. Who is Monifa?
Oh, R&B singer.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. My bad.
Please look that up.
So,
please
you gotta get in trouble.
So what I was saying was, I saw this article and she did an interview with somebody, and I guess they was asking her in regards to like what type of man she liked, this, that, and the third. No, who she had a crush on or something like that. She said she wouldn't mind getting in an entanglement with Will Smith. I guess trying to relate to the whole Jada Smith and August Alsina thing, whatever. And so the interviewer came back to her and was like, "Yo, you do realize he's married?" She was like, "Well, it's not necessarily him I want to be with, but I would want to be with somebody like him." So that's where I think that's where she was going with that whole entanglement situation.
I feel you on that. Let's talk about this. For real. All right. Now that's a hell of a compliment that she giving this dude. You know what I'm saying? And she's a dime on her own, and she's saying, "Hey, look, I ain't gonna give it to him, but if he asks for it, he ain't gonna struggle." No. Okay. My question is this: I just gotta flip on this. How do you handle when you in a real relationship? You supposed to be married, you know, like we all are married. Well, most of us are married, I think. I don't know what the hell going on. Anyway, we all married. I'm speaking for myself, man. I'm 18 years in, man. I think. What year is this? No, this 20.
20 years in. 20? Yeah, man.
I hope your wife ain't watching.
She don't watch that. She don't watch this. She don't watch this, man. Anyway, I'm 20 years in. So as a man, what's the proper way to handle compliments from a woman? I mean, woman come up to you and be like, "Hey, I've been watching you. I like the way you dress. You carry yourself. I bet your woman is lucky." Man, I know she lucky. What you do, dog? Do you like, "Listen, ma'am, don't you ever say anything like that to me again because I'm a married man. Listen, you admit it to my wife and I'll offend you. I'm offended by what you're saying." Or do you say, "Well, the spot is, baby. Hey, it's preseason every year, baby." Or do you just, "Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. I know your man must be lucky too." Hey, and then
there you go.
Oh, hey, but that could open up a whole different can because you say that, she's like, "Oh, ain't nobody on this end." What you do? Oh, my question is, what you do? Because that happen to dudes all day, every day. What you do? What you do, man?
I'm just like, well, you know my situation, so I'm good.
That just like that, Mike?
Maybe not those exact words, but that sentiment. it may take a hour conversation, but that sentiment will be expressed.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm like my man Brian. He said, "Take compliment and keep moving. Just say thank you and keep moving." I mean, because I know me, like going back to the conversation earlier about triggers, because I know me, that has to be my response. That has to be. I have to be the I appreciate it, thank you, and keep moving because I know.
Ty, stop talking. Let me tell you something. All right, I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in it. I'm listening. Here's the monkey wrench, Ty. Now, what if what we just talked about? What if yours then push them buttons, and you've been trying not to argue, and this happened right after the argument, and some woman said, "I know your wife." How you handle that, bro? That's the monkey wrench. That's the monkey wrench. And we just got to talk about how they push our buttons, how they take us to a point where we want to be peaceful, we want to be right, but you didn't start talking about me the time I peed in my pants, I put my drawers on backwards. You started talking about all that. You know how, and then somebody come to you next day and be like, your wife must be lucky. What you do, dog? How you handle that? Now,
hey,
go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
Hold on, real quick, Ty. All you got to do is say thank you. Just say thank you, and then be like, God must have put that on your heart because He just knew. You start talking. She might think you crazy. But Black, that monkey wrench, that ain't nothing but the devil, man. Like real talk.
And the bad thing about it, though, Donnell, stuff like that really happen, though.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Right before you go to work, as soon as you go to work, somebody walk up to you and talk about, "Oh, you smell good today." You like, wait. That's what I said. I know my triggers, so I know when those type of compliments come to me. Thank you. I'm moving on. Because I know my triggers. I'll get in conversation. I'll get in conversation and be flirting back. So I know I can't engage.
Hey, I'm gonna tell Brian, don't tell Satan to get behind you. Don't tell him what he's gonna get behind you. Hey, no, I want him in front of me so I can hit him in the face.
I like to see him at all times.
Yes, sir.
Satan don't care. He'll get behind you what he want to.
But you're right though. People get. I mean, how do we accept compliments? Are we supposed to accept them? Like I said, me personally, I know my trigger, so I know especially if it's now. All right. So here's the caveat to that.
Okay.
If you look
Break it down.
If you look like what you look like, if you look like what you look like, and I ain't attracted to you, you can give a compliment all day. I don't care.
Okay. But what if it was the brat?
Ain't he shallow?
Hey, look, Donnell, I'm being honest. This is Man Cave. If you look like what you look like, I'm be like, oh, appreciate it, thank you, and I'm gonna keep moving. Now to go to Mike's question, if it's somebody I'm attracted to, like the brat, and she give me a compliment, I'm be like, appreciate it, thank you. And then I'm gonna keep moving because I know
she's like, oh no, he's appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And then I'm gonna keep moving because I can't engage because I can't. It's a line that I can't cross.
Okay.
Y'all know instead of thunder out there, he's a line. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Hey, the brat ain't got to say that. She can just say, "How you get in here?"
You worried about the wrong stuff.
You gotta remember, Ty is not a flirtatious dude. Ty is not flirtatious at all.
I'm just joking, man. But I'm just saying, hey, look, dog. But dog, dudes face with this stuff every day, especially when you doing everything you supposed to be doing. Well, in your mind, when we say everything. In my mind, because I get on the women when they come on here and they say, I did everything. Well, you did everything except what he wanted you to do. So in our mind, when we doing everything, like paying the bills, coming home, doing everything we got to do, and then we still catching flack.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black. I just saw something like that on social media the other day. Matter of fact, check this out. All right.
Okay.
to me is similar to exactly what you were just talking about.
Okay.
So a man provides, and he does it even when he's not appreciated or respected or even loved. He simply bears it up and does it because he's a man.
Okay.
So is that speaking to what you're talking about, Black?
But then the next day, I ain't even say what she looked like, but a woman come up to him and say, "You a good man. You oh man, I know your wife lucky. What you do, dog? What you do?"
Well,
Run. Run. Run.
Run.
I say,
where you gonna run to?
Because honestly, like I said earlier, at some point in your life, in my personal opinion, you have to have made a decision to change what you was doing from the past. It's called growth. It's called maturity. And I know when I think about stuff like that, I think about long-term effects rather than short-term gratification. So yeah, I can sit here and engage in short-term gratification that may end in even shorter-term gratification. But I know long-term, am I screwing up? Especially if I got kids. Not only do I got a wife, but I got kids. I love my in-laws. I ain't gonna lie. I love my in-laws to death. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna mess up that relationship. I'm gonna mess up my kids. I'm gonna mess up da 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 da. I'm pissed at my wife. However, I'm not gonna be stupid enough to make this decision over here.
okay.
That's me. I had to now had that been 10, 15 years ago, you'd have got a different answer.
Okay.
10, 15 years ago, you'd have got a different answer. Be real.
Growth.
Okay. Gotcha.
And yes, 10, 15 years ago, I was married to somebody else.
So, question for you. So, question for you. So I feel like you got one life to live. You know what I mean? And I wholeheartedly can empathize with the whole kid situation and being married for that matter. But the text said he wasn't loved or appreciated or any of that stuff. Like when you say long-term effects, does that mean you sacrifice your happiness?
Donnell will go deep tonight.
Yeah, go deep, Donnell. Go deep.
What's his name? What's his name? What the ladies call him? What they call him?
Yeah. Whatever.
No. What's his name? What's his name? They call him.
So look,
I'm with you, Donnell. I'm with you on this. I'm with you on this.
so this is what I'm saying.
That's why the ladies love Donnell, man. He is accessible. That's what they call him. We stupid.
So look, this is what I'm saying.
Now, you kicked me out that time. You kicked me out. You didn't keep kicking me out. Come on, man.
Hey,
Come
Black.
on, man.
My bad. That was the inside joke, Black. My bad.
I'm with Donnell. I'm with Donnell on that. I'm with what he's saying. I'm with what he's saying on that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Donnell.
No, that's my question. I mean, do you sacrifice your happiness? Because again, I get that, as a man, you want to be a provider for, everyone you're responsible for. However, it's still your life to live as well.
Donnell, one of our biggest things is this in a relationship. When my compromise becomes a sacrifice, it's time to get out.
Oh, that's a good line. Say it again, Black.
So with any relationship, whether a woman, I don't care who it is, when my compromise becomes sacrifice on my part, I put it like this, man. I put it like this. I put it like in my business. And I'm just saying this. I had a guy, another business guy. He said, "Listen, man, when you got people asking you for all kinds of hookups and discounts, and they know this is all you do, they're asking you to sacrifice the food you put in your kid's mouth for them. They're saying, hey man, give me a hookup. Don't charge me what you're supposed to charge. Hook me up. And you know this is what I do for a living to feed my kids.
Okay.
That changed my whole perception on stuff. So when my compromise, when I'm gonna do this to make it work, but then when it started becoming a sacrifice of me, I'm thinking worse of myself. I'm thinking bad of myself. I'm leaving a part of me that I know I need. Dog, we gotta do something about that. It's time for a new team. That's why NFL players leave a team. That's why Tom Brady left the Patriots, baby. His compromise became a sacrifice. He's like, I didn't compromise with this team for damn near 20 years, taking lower pay just to win championship. It's time for me to get paid, baby. I'm out.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Black. Marriages work. You gotta have some sacrifices, right?
You gotta have some compromises. You never should sacrifice anything in your life, for me.
There you go. Okay. Okay.
You gotta compromise. A compromise, when you sacrificing, that means you're gonna get everything you got. A sacrifice means death on my side, on my part. My sacrifice. That means I gotta let something go forever.
Well, I've always said nothing is forever. Nothing.
Except death.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
True comment, but I mean,
So what you saying, Donnell? Nothing's forever.
I mean, I just feel like, when you say sacrifice, some people sacrifice time with their kids to establish something bigger than themselves.
No, I think that's a compromise because you always see. Here's why. Let me straighten that up. Let me straighten up what I said. So when I say sacrifice, put it like this. I say I am never ever going to do this again. I have killed it. Sacrifice means when you look at the word sacrifice, that means to kill. So if I say, listen, I usually go play tennis 3 times a week. I'm killing it. I'm not going to play tennis 3 times a week ever again for this situation. That's my idea of sacrifice. For instance, you want to get real? Let's get real. Okay. Let's just say you used to a friggity freak in the bed. Can I get real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Y'all getting quiet on me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be listening. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
But when you get married, you say, hey, I'm marrying her for different reasons. You sacrificing that friggity freak stuff you used to be married. You got to let all that go if you want to be married to this one. Unless she changed her mind to do so and become whatever you want her to be.
I feel like that's a compromise.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like compromise. What I view compromise is something that you don't necessarily agree with, but you're okay with.
Yeah.
That's a compromise to me.
A compromise to me is when you got 2 parties. It's like we this far apart. A compromise is to me saying, I'm gonna come this far, you come this far. Or whatever the line we gotta meet, we gotta give some. Sacrifice means that whatever I am holding in this hand is dead, and all is left is what you got, and that's what we're gonna live by. That's what I mean between the two. Okay.
Because I say compromise. For me, compromise can be in different. What's the word I'm looking for? Can be in different venues or could be in different ways. I say compromise can be, I might give up something knowing that she gave up something too.
That's 2 people. That's 2 things. Both of y'all give up something. That's a compromise. Okay. But what's when it's all you? When it's just you, She ain't getting up nuts. She ain't budging.
Yeah. See, and this is where Black. I think this is where I think a little bit where Donnell was touching on a little bit. I don't know if he still agrees or not. But if I sacrifice something, yes, it can be dead for that moment. That doesn't mean that I can't go back and pick it up later, even with her. And I think that to me is still sacrifice. I may have dropped what I've given for that moment, or whether it's for my kids or whether it's for my wife, it may be for that moment. I may have said, you know what? I'm going to hold off and sacrifice this job for the bigger picture, or not necessarily a job, but this set of skills that I have. I always wanted to be a rapper. No, I really haven't. But I always wanted to be a rapper. But instead of me, being a rapper, I'm gonna drop that for now and go get this 9 to 5. And then later in life, I may be able to pick back up and be like, you know what? I can start being a rapper again. That to me is
a compromise. That's a compromise.
For the bigger picture later.
To me, that's a compromise to me, because you have already established how far you're willing to go. I'm gonna go 15 years. I'm gonna go 10 years. I'm gonna go 6 years.
You may have dropped it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between a compromise for me and sacrifice. For a compromise, I would live without for as long as I have to. But when a sacrifice happens, like, listen, I'm done. I ain't giving no more. I am done. I can't give no more. I feel bad about myself. I ain't being true to myself with this. And I'm going to continue being not true to myself just to be with you. That's a sacrifice. And, bro, that's deadly. That is very deadly, because you are not valuing you as an individual just to be with somebody else. That's my idea of sacrifice. When you just say it's something I really want, and I have said no to it. And guess what? 90% of the time, that's going to be the root of all your arguments. I don't give a damn. It's about peanut butter and jelly. Who the hell ate all the jelly? You sacrificing something you really want in your life. And that's what bringing that stuff up. That's deep, man. And that's why I say, when we talk about the arguments, when you talk about Donnell, he wear it on his face. Do you just say, leave it alone right now? Do you get it out? I'm an argumentative person. I don't want to. I don't argue, but I'm going to get it out there. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm not agreeing with this. I'm not going to argue with you about this. I want peace. But this cannot be something that I say tomorrow. Man, I wish I had said this. I wish I had said that. I'm getting that out right now. I tell you 1,000 times, dog. Old folks don't give a damn about what they say to people. I'm not waiting till I'm 85 to express myself to people. I am 47 years old, and you're going to get the 85-year-old black at 47. I mean that.
All right. I like that.
That's
I like how you summed that up.
I get what he's saying. I still think sacrifice means something different. No, but no, I got you. I got you.
I just mean when I sacrifice something, I let it go. It's done. I ain't gonna never bring it back up. It's certain things I tell my wife, hey, babe, you know what? I'll never say that again. I'm done with it. That's a sacrifice.
Yeah. I don't know if I would see it. That's where, again, this is, like you said, it's not really a debate. I mean, because you got a definition, I got a definition. But to me, I don't see that as sacrifice. I see that as growth. I see that as Brian said earlier, maturity. I have deaded this situation. I have deaded a part of me because I have grown or I have matured, not just for the betterment of my wife, but also for the betterment of myself. And not just for the betterment of my relationship, but also for the betterment of myself. So if I have to, completely drop something or kill something off of me, that to me is just that it is what it is. I don't consider that necessarily sacrifice. I consider it growth.
Consider it growth.
Yeah.
I'm kind of there too, Ty. I'm kind of there too.
That's something else too.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying that I kind of agree with that. There are some, for me, like I said, marriage is work. And for me, I think that there has to be some sacrificing on both sides. But then I consider it a compromise when both sides are sacrificing something. I know that she sacrificed something and given something up of herself. So for me, you know, if it's something that she's really dead set on and I'm dead set on, and it's going to be something that's going to continually come up, I have to look into myself and look in that mirror and say, okay, can I give this up and sacrifice this? I know she sacrificed things, and that's part of that compromise. That's part of that marriage work.
Gotcha. What you about to say, Black? Go ahead.
And I'm just saying, man, when I'm talking about these things, man, if it's nothing negative, now I'm not talking about something negative. I mean, if you're a crackhead and your woman say, look, you're gonna have to get with that crack if you want to be with me. No, I ain't talking about that. I mean, I'm not talking about things that are bad, but things that are true to your heart that you know that can grow a relationship. Like simply I can tell you like this, man. One of the biggest things that I had to face in my marriage was my spirit to be my own boss and be an entrepreneur. That's a real discussion that I had. Bro, when you stop telling your wife, when you tell your wife, look, I'm about to give up this 6-figure income. You about to do what? Because I want to be my own boss. Every day I feel like I'm trapped. Every day I feel like something in me that I don't want this. Bro, that's some real stuff right there.
I agree.
Answer
me this about that situation. So did you feel like you had to sacrifice until you was able to become your own boss, until you had this conversation with your wife? Or did you have to compromise until you had this conversation with your wife?
Here's what I'm saying. What up, P? Let me just say what I'm saying. This has been going on with me since I'm 13 years old, man. When I was 13 years old, my mama got me a job at with her friend. Her friend was the general manager of McDonald's. I went to the interview, dog. This lady in the interview was telling me, I used to change your diapers. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You changed my diapers. Yeah. She was Lisa Ray. She was Lisa Ray, man. I ain't know. But she looked like a Big Mac, though.
Told you, it depends on what they look like.
Look like a Big Mac. I ain't want that. So I went to McDonald's University. I walked in McDonald's University. And I swore I was in a cult. Now, I ain't got nothing against anybody who worked at McDonald's. But I walked in McDonald's University that day and I said, I will never, ever quit until I own my own business. At that time, I was 16 years old. And I was like, no, I'm not going to stop. And so that's something that's been in me. And so for me to be in education over 20 years, man, you know, I've been a teacher, a football coach, administrator, to a consultant, to where I work myself up to where I'm in the highest in education, man. Making a 6-figure income, and I didn't want it. Because I felt if I continued to do it, I was sacrificing and killing my hopes and dreams of being my own boss and being my own man for me.
Okay.
And it got to a point where I said, you know what? I'm sacrificing that what I want just to be, I can't do it. And so that's when I decided, I said, no, this is not going to be a sacrifice. I ain't sacrificing that. And I came true and said and did what I had to do.
Okay.
So the answer to my question was, you were sacrificing.
No,
that you later.
I was compromised until my compromise ran out. The day I felt my compromise was a sacrifice, that's when I changed.
I'm just going based off your words and your terminology you was using as you said you were sacrificing.
In your terms, I was trying to speak to you in your terms, but in my terms, it went long enough until I couldn't take it no more. And I said, enough is enough. I can't not be true to my wife ever again.
So then answer. Answer the original question. Was it? I'm talking about specifically of your wife and you, not when you was 13, but specifically of you and your wife and you. From that point, y'all got married, y'all got together, whatever, to the point where you said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm about to become my own businessman, X, Y, and Z. Was it a sacrifice or a compromise until you had that conversation with your wife?
That was a compromise. Because you know what? It was a compromise because I was willing to go. I kept going. You know, a compromise is, hey, look, we here. And we trying to get here. But guess what? You ain't budging. So I'll come here. That's 5 years. Okay, you ain't budging either. I'll come here. That's 10 years. I'll come here. That's 15 years. And then when I get there and I still see ain't nothing, I say, man, ain't nothing I can do. This ain't gonna never be right. Because you know what? I done gave everything I done had to a situation that don't matter. I gotta kill it. Okay. So at that point, and I'm gonna tell you like this, fellas, and I'm gonna tell everybody out there, fellas, when you get to a point that when you feel that if you want to be married and you want to be with your wife and you want a strong relationship, and you get to the point where you feel that, hey, I can't get what I want to get at home, so I gotta step out and get it. Don't punk out. Go on, tell your wife, I'm about to go get some more booty.
That's what you gonna say?
Tell them, let them know, because this ain't working. I am not going to lie to you. And I'm being very honest, man. I can't lie to this, man. This is very true to my heart, man. Don't lie till you want it. Let them know it ain't working, it ain't right, and I'm out. You cannot sacrifice yourself. And I expect every woman to do that to a man too. Let them know I'm about to do something I don't want to do, but I got to do it because I'm losing myself. And fellas, what we always say, we want that woman that we don't want that weak booty. We don't want that. Okay, come on, get it. Hurry up. When you get to that, I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't let me know. That's what I always tell y'all. When y'all say, well, you get mad at your woman when I got some strength. Hey, if it's gonna make us stronger, do what you gotta do. If it's gonna make us weaker, let's kill it. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm gonna get beat up when I get out this show with my wife watching, but I'm with it. I'm with it.
Gotcha.
So that's all we're saying with that sacrifice and that compromise. A compromise is, hey, look, you getting sold or you buying. You selling or buying. That's it. It's the pimping game, baby. Okay. And if I can get you to give me what I want and I don't have to budge, everybody gonna do that.
And that to you is compromise. That's sacrifice, right?
No, compromising is, hey, look.
Meeting both ways, right?
You willing to come all the way to make it meet and I ain't got to do nothing? That's a good compromise. I agree, you agree. That's compromise because we both settle on the end.
It's sacrifice.
No, that ain't sacrifice because guess what? Okay, if one person is happy and the other one ain't, that's sacrifice. If both people are happy,
that's what I said.
Okay, here's Ty. Here's what you got to understand. Okay, let's take this. If I came all the way over here and I'm mad as hell and I'm upset and I'm going to bring this stuff up every time we have an argument, that's a sacrifice because you know what? I'm still pissed off because I gave so much to make this thing work and you didn't. I sacrifice. And I'm going to tell you that every time we get in an argument, you know how much shit I had to sacrifice? You know what I had to do to make this work? And guess what? I ain't with that. I'm not doing that. That happens in every argument because everybody feel they gave much more. But if a compromise, you get this, we come to you happy with that? I'm happy with that. We cool. But if we are not trying to give up something, both of us, to meet, That's a sacrifice on one person's part.
So what I'm getting from all this, and I like it. I like this conversation. What I'm getting from all this is that there's a thin line between compromise. Yeah, between compromise and sacrifice. You have to decide where that line is for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
No one was put on this earth to sacrifice themselves. That's just my belief. I believe that. Nobody was put on this earth to sacrifice. The only person you sacrifice yourself is for your higher being, your higher learning. You don't need to be sacrificing yourself for another human. You can compromise and make things grow and work together. The good rules say do unto others as if you had them do unto yourself. That's a compromise. Ain't nobody else saying worship somebody else more than you worship yourself. Come on, dog. That's what we killing. And that's a lot of these cats out here, man. We don't know where to go, man. Cause look, man, I'm sacrificing so much. I did this, and I still ain't got what I want. What we supposed to do, dog? This is human nature. We are not above being. We're not God-like. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. So when you think your relationship is past compromise and you are sacrificing in any relationship, you got to get out of it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So says Black. All right.
So what we got for Man Code tonight, Black? While you at it,
man. Here's a. Let me tell you something, man. This happened to me, man. I was just thinking about this, man. You know, I love my wife, but she know this. My wife know this. You know, we're going off our anniversary last week, and the deal is this. I was tempted about driving one of my cars. But I didn't want to drive. And so I was like, yeah, baby, you drive. So she said, okay. She started hightailing to the truck. I was like, oh, hell no. I mean, I'm talking about your car. You drive your car. You can't drive my car. So, man code. When a man say to a woman, you drive, he don't mean his car. He mean your car.
Your car.
And he'll ride with you. So the man code is, I can drive your car, but you cannot drive my car.
I can drive your car, but you can't drive my car.
Have y'all ever cleaned your woman's car and seen it 2 days later?
I missed that. What'd you say?
Have y'all ever cleaned your woman's car and seen it 2 days later?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, my wife keep her car clean, so that don't count. I sit this one out.
Oh, don't punk out. Don't punk out, guys. Don't punk out. Do not punk out.
I'm keeping the car clean.
I'm not allowing you to punk out, man. You cannot punk out on us.
Keeping the car clean, I got to step up.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's true. That's true. But
driving, yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got a truck. She got a car. She don't like driving my truck, and I don't like her driving my truck. So there you go.
See, that's different, Ty. That's different. See, she don't like, my wife don't like driving my truck. She's like, I don't want to drive that truck. That truck. And I'll be like, okay, good.
So it's easy for you then.
Right.
Yeah.
What if you got a car that she likes to drive?
What if y'all got the same type of car? Okay, I'll put it like this. This is a true story. My brother, my uncle brother, his wife got a Cadillac STS, and he got an E-Class Mercedes. Black on black, both of them tight. She can't drive his Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Preston. I'm with Preston.
You're not driving that car.
Don't be moving my seat. Don't be moving my mirrors. Don't adjust my mirrors. Don't be fighting and carrying on.
No, Donnell, stop right there, because you hit it right on the point. When I drive your car and I get in your side, whatever the settings are, I put it back to you. So when you get back in there, it's no difference. When you drive my stuff, I think I'm in a go-kart. I'm like, what the
All up on the
steering?
steering.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, see, for me, I do that. I think about the next person that got. I make it better for her. But guess what? She didn't think about me. She like, well, I don't give a damn. Hey. Oh, well, I forgot. Renee?
Yeah.
I wish all women did put it back when they moved.
I'm lucky in that sense because my wife has long legs like mine. So if I get into the car for her car, I don't have to really move the seat to be, too comfortable. I can bear being in her seat and driving her car without moving it. And so she gets it back the same way that she gave it to me.
And let me ask y'all this:
sound like a freak stuff right there, Mike.
Some of these fancy cars nowadays has a setting, a passenger setting, where it's like passenger 1 and passenger 2.
Yeah.
Now that's it. That's where it should be. I wish I had cars like that.
I'm proud of you rich mother chickens on here talking about how the common damn seat ain't got no damn settings on it. The hell is y'all talking about, man? I'm tired of y'all rich mother chickens. Man, I'm out. Hey, somebody delete me.
I have seen that though, Donnell. I've seen where it has 2 settings.
Lynette just said it a second ago. They pre-programmed.
Yeah. I wish my cars had 2 settings.
But honestly, I think I can speak for most men when they say we don't want y'all driving our cars for other reasons than you not putting the seat back or putting the mirrors back.
Okay, Johnny, give it to us.
Because in most cases, y'all don't drive like we drive, so we'll get it back. Also, all embellishments in our car and our trucks, like scratches and dents and paint stains, shopping carts from the store.
Bro, I think my wife just like the idea of putting something in a hole, because if it's a pothole, she rolling through. I'm like, damn, did you not see that hole in the road?
I thought you had a truck.
I do. I don't want my truck alignment off. I mean, go over the hole. Don't go through the hole. Go. Oh, I'm like, man, up on 29 by the NASCAR track. They had them potholes. I'm like, yo, put this mother chicken in the middle of it so we don't hit it.
You sound like a black exploitation movie.
Well, you drive next time. Yeah, okay, I will.
Jive turkey.
Mother chickens.
Wow.
Hey, yo, Preston said it takes like 9 minutes for the seats to go back. It takes It takes a minute to get the seat back to the way you want it.
It do, and even still, you get halfway down the road, you still adjust the mirrors and seats and everything else because it's just don't do the thing.
So don't let her drive your car. Is that man code?
That's man code. She can drive hers, but she can't drive yours.
All right.
She can't drive yours.
And I think my wife would be good with that, honestly.
True. As I said,
my wife deal with it.
Donnell, what about you?
Donnell will drive the car.
I'll get a lady some what you call it when you're on both sides? What's it? Bipartisan. I'm gonna get a lady some bipartisan love.
Hey, all you gotta do is tell them to check engine light on.
You can't drive my check engine light
Yeah,
on.
you can't drive my car. Check engine light on.
I'm getting a lady from my
So
pop.
you can get the drink, but the check engine light on.
The woman drive her own car. This is from experience with me. This is what I just learned recently, probably on my anniversary. Don't say nothing to your woman that you don't like about her driving when she driving her own damn car. Just shut the hell up. As long as y'all don't run into the wall, just sit there and be like,
Okay.
True that.
Duly noted.
I'm saying that. I messed up and said something, man. And I'm telling man, I thought my wife was gonna knock my eye out, man. I said something, man. I said, hey. She's like, she looked at me like, oh, if I had an African spear, I would poke you in your left eye hard as I could. I understood that. So you can't say nothing to them. If they want to beat their car up, let them beat it up, man. But she can't drive my car. I can drive yours.
I said, let them.
You can't drive.
Who gonna pay for a new one?
Right. Who gonna buy? Who gonna pay for that alignment?
Hey, as long as they don't care about no alignment. They be like, I don't know why my car keep pulling to the left. I need a new one. No, you don't need a new car.
You don't work that way.
Your car keep pulling to the left every time because that pothole you hit with your left tire is knocked it out of alignment. They don't hear that, man.
All right, man code. There it is.
But I'm telling you, man, one of the funniest arguments I've ever heard from my mom and dad was about a car line. That, man, it was crazy, man. It was intense, but it was the funniest argument I ever heard between my mom and dad, man, about the car being out of line. Man, I'm telling you, man, I'll never forget that argument, man. And I was like, at that point, I said, I ain't letting no woman drive my car. It was deep.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yes, Renee. Black is funny.
Yeah. Yo, that's man code. You can drive. We can't. What is the man code? You can't drive our car, but we can drive yours. There you go.
There it is. Stamp.
Yeah.
Stamp. Man code.
Bam.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Millionaire MAN Cave here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Hey, don't forget, real talk. Starting in September, we'll actually be moving back to Tuesdays, same time, same place. Here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, re-tv.net, which is our website, as well as the app. Go ahead and don't forget, download the app to your phone. Download the app to your mobile devices, whether it's Android or what's the other one? iPhone. Yeah, that other thing that y'all people are looking at. And download RATV. We got a brand new website coming to you soon. Millionaire Man Cave is moving to Tuesdays. I'm trying to think what else I'm supposed to tell y'all. I think that's it. Black got his finger in the air.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just got to shout out to Renee. Renee said that ain't no good man code.
Hey, Cody said, "Boo, man code."
Haters. They hate us.
Hey, this is the man cave. This is the man cave.
Exactly.
Y'all want to know how it is in the man cave? This is how it is.
Exactly.
That's all right. I just wanted to give him a shout out, man, because he's like, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. That was horrible, man. Y'all should have exited that, man. We love you, Renee. You can't drive my car. I tell you one thing, you better do it right here.
Hey,
Driving the car.
all the ladies are like, boo.
They don't like driving our cars anyway. You don't make a difference.
That's right.
That's why I told you, we put this man code off about 4 weeks, man. I knew this was going to be like this.
That's all right. It's in the books.
It's in the books. Y'all can't drive our car.
Oh,
I don't care if you
Cody needs to go home. Y'all ain't see her comment? Because I don't agree with that.
Drive your car, then
don't
we
agree
can't
with
ride.
that.
Oh,
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
On that note, we need to end the show.
Cody said, my daddy taught me how to take care of my car.
We talk about that comment.
Yeah, she said, if we can't drive your car, then we can't ride you.
Whoa. Wait a minute now, Cody. I ain't got to see that. Now, this is two different damn things now. Listen, wait a minute.
Renee got you. She said you better compromise then, Black.
Yes, sir.
Or are you sacrificing?
Okay, all right. Hey, man, go shut us off, man. I ain't gonna say that. I can shut me off. Don't shut me off, man. They got me. Shut me off, man. Shut me off, man. Shut me off now.
Yeah. So we're going to catch y'all next week. Same time, same place. Millionaire Man Cave. Y'all done the man code. Millionaire Man Cave. Here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Download the app. We'll holler at y'all next week. Peace. And you see, she's still gone. Peace.
Hey.